Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to another Premier League guide. Today we are looking at Southampton Football Club, or as it's commonly known, Liverpool's B team. What we're going to do is we're going to look through the squad, see what strengths, weaknesses, look at the finances, see how much money we got to spend, what sort of budget we've got, what they expect us to achieve this season, and all that good stuff. So let's get on with it. So finances-wise, with a respectable £30 million to spend and 100 grand on wages a week, is not too bad. But what do they expect us to do in the league? Top half of the Premier League. Okay? 5th round of the FA Cup. And they don't care about the League Cup, which is nice. You can just fob that off, which is great. If we look at the team report quickly, need a backup left back. We've only got 2 players who can play left back. Some players aren't the strongest. The squad isn't the best in terms of teamwork. That sucks a bit. Not a great deal of quality outside the first team. Room for improvement on the coaching side. So let's have a quick look at the staff. Yes, you've got 3 spots left to hide. This pop-up shit really annoys me. You've got 3 spots left for coaches, but there might be a couple of dodgy ones in there you can release. Scouting department looks about as average for the Premier League as you could do, but we've got space for more. Medical department is fine. If we go through to dynamics, we've got Stephen Davis, Shane Long, and Yoshida as the main team leaders. Always be wary of selling these big influential players at the risk of pissing off all their buddies. Like Shane Long, he's got a lot of friends. Looks like we've got a big social group here, yeah. Okay, so let's have a quick look through the team. See what we fancy, see what we don't, see what areas we can improve upon where we spend our 30 million quids. So in goal, we've got Fraser Forster and Alex McCarthy. I think they're perfectly fine. They're not world beaters, but they're good enough level for Fraser Forster's 29 now, coming into his prime for a goalkeeper. Very good. And Alex McCarthy's a decent backup. Centre-back options, we've got Wesley Hood. No, I don't know. Wesley Crusher, I'm just going to call him. He's a new signing, isn't he? We'll have to see how well he plays before we buy him for Liverpool. Who's a very good centre-back option. Then we've got Virgil van Dijk, who's just an absolute monster beast. Going to have a hard time keeping hold of him, but he does have 5 years left on his deal, so that's good. We've got Yoshida, who's one of the team leaders, who's more of a sort of third choice option now. Then we've got this guy who's transfer listed, 28 years old, Gardos. Okay, he's not great. Like he'd be a fine 4th choice. And then we've got Jan Bednarek, who's a youngster. I'd probably loan him out in the off chance he's going to get better, but I can't see him ever really making it. We're looking at the centre backs. Then we've got Jack Stevens, who's a ball playing centre back. Good passing as well. Nice technique. Like to see it. Good all rounder. Nothing particularly amazing, though, but decent. So centre-backs we're completely fine upon. Don't need to worry about that whatsoever. We'll get rid of him because reasons. Left-back, we have Ryan Bertrand, and we have as his main sort of backup is Sam McQueen, who I've never heard of. Okay, he looks all right. I can see why the team report said maybe another left-back. He can play left wing as well. Yeah, he's decent going forward. Tackling is only 9, though. That might be a slight issue. Either needs work or play him further forward. So that's our right fullbacks. Then we've got Cedric and Jeremy Pide. Decent enough. Is he listed? Okay, so you'll have to work out if you want to sell this guy or not. We'll look at the rest of the team before we can sort of see if we need that sort of money or we're going to strengthen in other areas. If we're going to not strengthen the defence, then we need to keep him because he's our only other right back. Central midfield, we've got Pierre-Emile Holberg, who's really, really good. Massive prospect. We've got Oriol Romeo, who's a good defensive midfielder. We've got Lamina, who's the new guy. Looks very good. We've got Stephen Davis, who's been around the block. Probably not first choice anymore, but he's versatile enough that he can sit on the bench and come on as an impact sub. James Ward-Prowse, who seems to be around forever and talking about he's going to make it. He's a very good set-piece taker. but also a good playmaker option, can play behind the striker. We got Nathan Redmond, who's decent. We got Boufal, who's good. Dusan Tadic, who's very good, but not pacey. More of a sort of, I was going to say playmaker. Yeah. They're seeing him even out wide as a playmaker. Although his crossing is good. You could play him as just a normal winger because he's got enough pace, dribbling and crossing to do the job. So don't feel you have to play him as a playmaker. But then we've got Gabbiadini, who's our best striker. We've got Shane Long and Charlie Austin. So let's what we got? 30. What was it? 30 mils. 30 mil skis. Was it 30 mil skis to spend? Don't need a centre back. I want to give Pierre tons of game time. He's 21. He's ready. We've got good central midfielders. I think winger-wise, we're lacking a little bit of depth. We've got Redmond. Redmond's right-footed, isn't he? Yeah, so he can play as inside form, blah, blah, blah. Boufal is a righty. We've got Dusan Tadic, who's a right... Oh, he's two-footed. Okay, that's nice. You could play him as a left winger if you need him. Okay, I know Gabbiadini's a striker, but is he any good on the wing? Actually, yes. He's a decent all-rounder. I'd probably buy a striker. I think it's the first time I've suggested that in the team guides I've done so far. If I'm managing this team and I'm looking at this team as it is with 30 million quid to spend, I'm probably going to play one up top, and I'm probably going to make that person a new one. I'm going to go all out. Everything else is all right about the team. Everything else is pretty much there. And you could play, if you wanted to strengthen somewhere else, you could play Gabbiadini. Unless you wanted to play two up top, then you definitely need a bit more strength. Shane Long and Charlie Austin are okay, but if you're going to play two, you need somebody to play Gabbiadini alongside him. But I'd probably play, because I can use Gabbiadini as an inside forward, on the right, or something along those lines. That's what I think I'd do. Central midfielders, I like the new guys. The only other area that could be, if you decide you're happy with Gabbiadini playing as a lone striker, etc., then the area I would strengthen is the fullback. But Ryan Bertrand is very, very good, but his backup's pretty shit. Or you've got Cedric, because you could just then sell this pied guy for 10 million and then buy a first choice centre back, and Cedric can be, although Cedric's decent, he could be the backup. So either a striker or a full-back option is basically my advice to you guys. Let's have a quick look in the under-23s. Oh, hello, we've got some fruity... This is Southampton, of course they've got good youth talent, but Jan Valery... Ooh... 18 years old. Fuck me, where do they find these bastards? I like the look of this guy, and he's a right back, and we need a right back. I'm kind of crazy, and I play suboptimally on purpose, Football Manager. Like, for instance, I might be tempted just to put him in the first team squad, get rid of the backup, he can be the backup, and hopefully in a year or two take over from Cedric, give him game time, sort of thing. Then we've got Alfie Jones, but that might not be optimal. You might want to loan him out for a year, or get somebody else in, or something like that for a year or so, and then bring him through. Then we've got Alfie Jones, who's another centre back option in the making, which is really, really good. And there might be some other ones here, but I'll let you find. Like Matthew Targett's a decent player, who's also a left back. Might be tempted to play Target instead of the other guy, to be honest. The McQueen dude. He's there. I'll probably take him off the loan list and have him as a backup left back. But I'll let you find out what the other ones. Oh, the under-18s. Nobody a 5-star. We'll just have a quick look at one of them. This guy, I'm not even going to try that name. All right, yeah. Glad I looked at you, mate. Yeah, so overall, I think Southampton are definitely capable of hitting their mid-table slot. I think I'm just a little bit worried about where the goals come from. That's it. I think Gabbiadini's fine, but he's such an all-rounder that I could play him on the wing or as the backup, or use him to filter in any of the other positions behind the striker, really. I'd go all out and flop all my money out on a table and buy myself a striker. Right, but also let me know what you guys would do or have done. If you're managing Southampton already, let me know what your first couple of purchases was. Who did you sell? Did you get rid of the ones that are already transfer listed? Let me know in the comments. It really helps out other people watching this video. Also, if you like this video, leave a like. Subscribe if you're new to the place because I've got tons of good FM18 content. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.